Dear friend, welcome to the video tutorial on Introduction to MATLAB. In this video tutorial, you will be able to learn about what is MATLAB, advantages of MATLAB, limitations of MATLAB, applications of MATLAB, types of windows in MATLAB. So what is MATLAB? It stands for Matrix Laboratory. MATLAB is a high performance language that integrates computation, visualization, and programming in an easy to use environment. It is a mathematical software package. It is a case sensitive programming language. It was developed by Cleve Moeller, a professor of mathematics and computer science at University of Michigan. He founded MathWorks, an American private corporation, with co-founder Jack Little for commercialization of MATLAB in 1984. The MATLAB has numerous advantages. The complex calculations can be easily carried out by one or two commands due to its inbuilt matrix handling capability. It has thousands of built-in functions, user-friendly, and can anyone learn through help menu. It provides 3D images and graphs when required. It offers diverse graphical capabilities. Various toolboxes are available. It has dynamic editing and smaller executable program size. Among the various types of advantages, it is suffering from few limitations, such as it needs large amount of memory, so slows down the computer. It is slow in processing as it is an interpreting language. Even if you look at the latest version of MATLAB 2020A, the size of the MATLAB software is 20 GB. So ultimately it slows down the system's performance if the system is not equipped with the sufficient memory. The applications of MATLAB fall into various categories such as mathematics, chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, biological engineering, medical sciences, electronics and communication engineering, instrumentation, system modeling and simulation, digital signal and image processing, computer vision, deep learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and many more. All these applications will be available in the form of toolboxes in MATLAB, and we may surprise how this MATLAB can handle these many applications. The simple thing is that the MATLAB is a mathematical software package where the backbone of the MATLAB is the matrix representations. If you look at any core subject or any course, any theoretical concept that was completely covered with the mathematical foundations, so wherever the mathematical equations are present, then we can use the MATLAB without any hesitation. Coming to the MATLAB windows, when you click the MATLAB icon as shown in the slide on your desktop, double click it so that this type of window will appear on your computer screen. Now this is the toolbox ribbon that we can call, or the various things, various options that are available to us. It's a ribbon, and we can see there are certain square boxes as shown in this slide, and we call them as a MATLAB window. And there are various types of MATLAB windows are available, such as current folder window, workspace window, editor window, command window, command history window. And we will see what each window can serve us. Coming to the command window, it looks like this. And every command window will be started with a command prompt. So the double greater than symbol we call as command prompt. So command window starts with this command prompt. We can type the commands We can invoke built-in functions in order to execute them. We can enter the data. We can run the code. We can display the results. Coming to the command history. The command history window looks like this. And here we call this one as timestamps. It's a date as well as the time shown in green color. In command history, it displays a log of statements most recently run in the command window. That means whatever the instructions and built-in functions that we run in command window, those statements or instructions or commands will be stored in command history. From this window, user can search, copy, and execute statements previously entered in command window. Timestamps in green color indicate the start of each session. So this one indicates the start of each session when we launch the MATLAB. Coming to the workspace looks like this. It is a MATLAB window, contains name and value. It has a set of variables built up during a session that are stored in the memory. We can add variables to the workspace using the functions running mfiles and saved workspaces. It is also possible for editing variable values, renaming of variables, copying of variable names to the clipboard, and the deleting of variables in the current workspace. It can be emptied by executing clear command in command window. Coming to the current folder, it contains all the folders and files present in the current working folder or directory. One can save, retrieve the file to or from the selected folder. One can also change the location of current working folder or directory and save the file there. Coming to the editor window, the editor window looks like this. The instructions or commands are written and executed in the command window. When the program is large, complex, and is to be executed again and again with or without changes, then the program is written in the text file called editor file on editor window and saved with .m extension. So whatever the program that we write in editor window, that file should be given a name and saved with .m extension. Now let us open the MATLAB. So when you install your MATLAB, there you can see the MATLAB icon on your desktop screen. So when you double click this, then this kind of window will appear. So here we can observe. So this is the current folder. This is the workspace window. This is the editor window. This is the command history, and this is command window. See that when you open your MATLAB environment, then it may not look like this. Why? Because the things that are appearing here can be changed. For example, we can go home here, and if you look at this option, there is layout. So if I make it default, then see the things were changed. Okay, so based on that layout, the windows will appear on your desktop screen. The beauty of this desktop screen of the MATLAB is that you can resize any window like this. You can resize the windows, and here you can see the editor and the command window and workspace, and you have not that command history. So go for docking. So when I go for that, then I got the command history window here. Now I can take this command window and I can also place here. Now the command window can be placed here. Now the command history will be looking like this, right? Even I can take this command window, or I can place somewhere else. I can keep this command history window here. So this way the MATLAB desktop environment can give the feasibility to place any window anywhere within the desktop screen. Okay, now coming to the command window. So whatever the instructions that we are typing, for example, I will type Sham, a teacher. So when I executed this, so I got the answer as a teacher here. Okay, so when I type that instruction in the command window, the instruction what I typed will be saved in the command history, right? So whatever we do here, all the things will be saved in command history. At the same time, in the workspace, what are the instructions or commands that we used in the command window, right? So those things will be saved in the workspace with the variable name and the assigned values. So here I typed a equal to 2, so a is the variable name assigned with the value 2, so 2 is the value and the variable name is a. In the same way, I just found the square root of a there, so here the answer is value 1.4142 and this value is saved with the variable name answer. So here it is answer and variable value is 1.4142. Now Sham is the variable name here and this is the string or character string that is entered. So here that was entered. So workspace will store the variable name as well as the value. And coming to the current folder, it contains files and folders currently in which we are working in. Coming to the editor window, here we can type our program and we can save it. So in order to save that program, we have to click the save file, then we have to give the name, and after the name we have to give .m as an extension for MATLAB. So that's all for this video tutorial. I hope you have got very good insights about the introduction to the MATLAB. Do subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, you can comment, share, and finally, thanks for watching this video.